It's Jo Karen Hudson speaking with you today about functional notation and story problems. Writing an equation in functional notation. We first need to solve the equation for y, and then we'll replace y with f of x. Y and f of x can be used interchangeably. Solve the following problems. We want to change this equation to functional notation, and then we want to find f of 3. So let's take the equation y is equal to 7x plus 1, and if we want to change it to functional notation, all we have to do is to replace y with f of x. So we'll have f of x is equal to 7x plus 1. And I believe I meant to write the answer right here. Okay? Now, we want to find f of 3. So we're going to look at that function, f of x is equal to 7x plus 1. And this time we're going to put in 3 for x. We're going to put in 3 where the x is. 7 times 3 plus 1. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is 22. So that f of 3 would equal to 22. Now our second example, we have the equation 7x squared plus y is equal to 1. And our first step is to solve the equation for y. So we want to subtract 7x squared from both sides. So we'll have y is equal to 1 minus 7x squared. Now, in order to get it in functional notation, I have to replace the y with f of x. So I have f of x is equal to 1 minus 7x squared. And I believe I provided myself a place to put that answer. Now we want to find f of negative 1. That means we're going to put in the negative 1 where the x is. 1 minus 7 times negative 1 squared would be 1 minus 7. Negative 1 squared is 1. So we'll have 1 minus 7 times 1 is 7, which would be negative 6. So that f of negative 1 would equal to negative 6. Okay, for our next example, I wanted to get a problem out of your book. It was section 8.4, problem number 15. And it's about tuition, the yearly tuition and required fees for attending a public two-year college full-time can be estimated by this linear function. F of x is equal to 107.4x plus 1245.18, where x is the number of years after the year 2000 and f of x is the total cost. Use the given function to find the following. We want to approximate the yearly cost of attending a two-year college in the year 2020. So the year 2020 is how many years from the year 2000? Well, let's subtract and figure that out. It's 20 years from the year 2000. So, and they even gave you a hint. You're going to be finding f of 20. So this is a pretty big number, 107.4 times, I'm substituting in 20 where the x is, plus 1245.18. And I'm going to bring out my calculator to do this. 107.4 times 20 plus 1245.18 $3,393.18. F of 20 is $3,393.18. All right. Let's go on to our second example. The cost of renting a carpet cleaner is $20 plus $5 per hour to use it. Find the cost C of x for renting a carpet cleaner for x hours. So C of X is going to be the fixed cost, the $20 that you have to pay, plus the $5 times each hour you use it. Or C of X is equal to 20 plus 5X. Now our question asks for the cost to rent the carpet cleaner for 3 hours. So we're going to use 3 for X. So we'll have C of 3 is 20 plus 5 times 3, which would be 20 plus 15, which would be 35. So the cost of renting the carpet cleaner for 3 hours is $35. This is Jo Karen Hudson speaking. Thank you and have a wonderful day.